What's up? What's up? All right, guys. Did anybody get a PS5 or an Xbox Series X? Now, you could go on Best Buy, GameStop. I'm gonna start off with yesterday. Yesterday, GameStop was delivering and getting a lot of restocks on Xbox Ones. I mean, Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. It started out with PlayStation 5. Um, so my story was, I woke up early in the morning and I was trying to get my hands on one of these gaming colossals, and I was able to get my hands on Xbox Series X. Okay, I bought it by accident, as I explained in one of my other videos. I bought it by accident. So as I bought it by accident, um, you know, upset because I wanted the PS5. Now, fast forward to the next day, I end up doing the same thing, looking at the same thing that gives me notification for video games. And boom, right there in front of me, it was PlayStation 5 available in stock at Best Buy. So after like 4 or 5 failed attempts, restart kept hitting. And I finally was able to get through for one PlayStation 5. Not the one that I wanted, because I wanted PlayStation 5 digital. I got the PlayStation 5 with the disc. And I don't want a PlayStation 5 with the disc. I want games I could download the games. I don't want to have games physically, because I live in an apartment with my wife, and we have too much stuff in our small apartment already. And it's getting pretty much crowded because we got too much items in our apartment, and we need, space. I figure, hey, why not get a PlayStation 5 that is digital? I mean, you could go with the Xbox One, but the Xbox One is a downgrade. I think the Xbox, the white little small box one, I think it's a XS. That is by far the most worst gaming colossal you could get your hands on. It sucks. Okay, why buy it? Why would somebody buy a colossal that's a downgrade? I don't really get it. It don't make that much sense at all. You know, it's not 4K. Okay, it's only a couple more pixels than the Xbox One. So it's basically, if you have an Xbox One, this is pretty much like the same thing. It's just a upgrade version of it. And I think Xbox really dropped the ball by making that system. Why not make the same thing like the Series X, but with no disc? Same thing PlayStation did. That makes more sense. Instead, they wanted to make a low budget knockoff system that nobody wants to buy something for less. They think because of the price that people are going to jump up and down to buy that system. And I can honestly tell you they won't. I think it's a big mistake, and it's a stupid thing to get. At $300, you look at it like, wow, that's a very cheap system to get. And it's also one of those type of systems that, okay, you know what? It's very comfortable. It saves space. It's small. My wife is an Xbox girl, so she likes Xbox. So we're trying to convert. I'm trying to convert over to the PlayStation. I have the PlayStation 5 controller, but I don't have the system yet. I won't have the system for quite some time, probably to like later on, early next month. But here's the thing about you guys. You could get, if you're lucky enough to get these systems, they don't take money out your account at all until the item is actually shipped. Now, some people been lucky enough to get these systems only to have Best Buy tell them the next day, sorry, your order's been canceled. Or GameStop, sorry, your order's been canceled. Okay, as of right now, I got 2 of those orders going through, but they're for the future. I pre-ordered Resident Evil Village, which doesn't come out until May. So all you could do is just pre-order, is just basically putting your name on a list and saying, hey, I want this when the system comes out. So when the system comes out or the game comes out, charge it to my card, when the time is affordable to do it. And it's pretty much the same way with these new systems. So you won't be able to get a new PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X until Christmas at this rate, because of the COVID. Nobody's going to work. So you may have to wait like a whole year to get a next gen system if you don't act and, you know, just get one of the systems now. You know, it's going to take a while. It's kind of hard to get a hold of, you know, get on one of these systems. It is a pain in the neck, but it feels like you win a basketball game or you're playing sports. You get this level of appreciation, like, yeah, I did it. I got my system, you know. Now, I do have, hopefully, everything goes through. I have a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox. No games for the PlayStation 5. And I'm most likely going to cancel the Xbox order. And, you know, but I won't cancel none of the orders until I figure out what happens past the 24th, because I'm waiting for something. You know, once the 24th kicks in and is gone of this month, then I'm going to decide which system I want to keep. Most likely I'm going to keep the PlayStation 5 and get rid of the Xbox, you know, and cancel that order. So then I just get my refund back, get close to, you know, about some of my money back in trade-in. It goes back to the card, I guess. And I would take that and buy a TV from GameStop.com, because I am missing a 4K TV. That's another thing. If you have a next-gen system, don't put it on 1080 television. You're going to need a 4K TV. You want the best, get a 4K TV so you can get the best picture possible. It doesn't make any sense to have a next-gen system and you have a TV that's an older model and just can't give you a good picture. It's like a waste. So if you get a next-gen system, you got to get the TV, you know. And, you know, that's what I'm working on right now, you know. This channel is normally for gaming and hip-hop, you know, so I normally do stuff like that for that. But if anybody has these systems or have any advice on how to get these systems, because we got to deal with scalpers. Scalpers, before you even click to get your system, it takes seconds for these scalpers to get the video game system. And I think they do it before the item even drops. I don't know how they do it so fast to the point that there's no systems left by the time you buy one. So I'm very lucky and I'm very fortunate not to just been successful at getting one, but two, okay? It's extremely rare, and you may have to wait a year to get these systems, or close to December, because the scalpers are going to continue to be here, and COVID-19 is going to continue to be here. So this is not going to be like a normal time when a video game system drops and you could wait to get it. This time you won't be able to wait to get it too much, and you're going to have to be quick on your toes. Since I got to trade in money for GameStop, I did the smart thing, the most smartest thing possibly. I invested into getting a next-gen system that I won't even be paying for until it actually chips. And for the most part, it won't even probably chip until about next month. I won't be surprised if I get the system in March, to be honest with you. You know, the Xbox won't be delivered until February 14th. So that means as soon as the system is chipped, February 14th, that's when GameStop takes the money. So you have all that time to wait, you know, to if you want to keep it or not. And they don't take no money out, but you got to have the money on the card for all you people that buying these systems. You got to have the money on the card before they chip the item. Okay, so keep a track of when they're going to chip the item. Okay, so if you know they're going to chip the item on, you know, a certain date, then make sure that money is in there. Because if that money's not in there, you're stuck. All right, you're stuck not getting none of your next gen systems. Now I do get Assassin's Creed on Xbox Series X. I was able to get that yesterday off a bundle, but I'm not too happy with bundles, you know. And they gave me a $20 GameStop gift card with the bundle. Like, what I'm gonna do with $20 for a gift card with GameStop? That's literally gonna buy me absolutely nothing. You know, all it could do is just go into a game as a discount. But at this point, I don't want a video game system that I have to physically go into stores to get the game or you know, order it or whatever. I'd rather have the comfort of my home and I could just download it on a 4K TV, digital edition. Because I think video games going digital is the future. And that's what most likely is going to happen. Um, I get so if anybody joins or anybody knows, tell me if you have a PlayStation 5, um, and what type of games to get on the PlayStation 5. You know, I heard Spider-Man Miles Morales was pretty good. Um, Somebody I know has Spider-Man Miles Morales game, and you know they say it's pretty hard. They only played like 10% of it, but I don't want a game that's going to be challenging and too hard. That's going to get me frustrated. Me and my wife, we play fighting games. I play fighting and sport games, so I play the double whammy games. You know, which is a little bit different. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm proud that I got the option to pick between both. Most likely, I'll go with the most cheaper one, which is the PlayStation. If I get the PlayStation 5, to hell with the Xbox. I would cancel the Xbox order, talk to GameStop, and hopefully they could send that credit back to my card. And I could take that credit from my card and go buy a TV. But the biggest TV they got that's affordable is a 55-inch Vizio 4K. And I don't know if I want a 55-inch because I got a table that's really meant for a big screen TV, and it has to be for a big boy. You know, that's how it's going to be. I'm gonna have two TVs eventually. One is going to be overseas, and one is going to be in the United States. So I want to have the comfort of having one. I know I can never have a real big TV probably in another country because it's going to be hard to chip and it's going to be hard to probably get my hands on. But I have it here, and I could go for like a 55 in another country. But right now, right here, I could go for a 65. You know, 65 or more. And the 65 seems to be the most affordable price of a television that I could get right now. You could go to Walmart, get yourself a good TV. Best Buy for about $400, which is nothing. You know, $400 could get you a big screen TV, 65, and if you're lucky enough, if you go for like an off brand, the brand doesn't matter to you, you could get like get yourself an on, nigga. You can get yourself an on TV, and that on TV will cost you $400 for a 70-inch. So you get a 70-inch TV on for $400. So you're paying for the size. I don't know if the quality of the picture is any good. You know, you're taking a chance. It's hit or miss. You know, I do know one thing. People say the bigger the TV is, the less good it's going to look. It's going to get blurry if it doesn't have hertz and all this other stuff. And that is 100% true. What's the point of having a big TV if you only got 60 hertz frame rate? So when you're watching sports or basketball, the guy's going to start to look like a blur. And that's a waste of, you know what I'm saying? It's a waste of a television to get. But my review so far, of these next gen systems, kind of pumped up for them. I didn't get to have them on December because I wasn't in the United States, but nevertheless, I get to order one while I'm here in January. And it's gonna help out a lot because soon as some of this COVID then cools down, I'm gonna be working nonstop. You know, I may even push myself to the limit and work like 2 jobs. I'm gonna have to, because you know I have a lot of goals that I want to do, and a lot of situations I want to straighten out, and I'm straightening them out right now, one by one. Every day I'm straightening out my situations. You know, tomorrow I got to go and do tax. You know, fix that situation. Then I have to cover up my 2019 situation for tax. So I got a lot of tax issues that I have to cover up and get that out the way. And then I'm going to work on my situation back with my cable because I had to cut it off prior to going to another country for a while. So I have a lot of work cut out for me. But since I'm here, I'm going to handle all my responsibilities with credit, you know, if it's debt, all of that stuff while I'm here before I start working. Then when I go back to work, then I will start saving up more money, you know, and, you know, getting back to where I used to be, hopefully, you know, because I was living pretty comfortably. I'm not going to lie. I've been living comfortably pretty much since Since I was like 20 something years old. Always had money. I always had a job, and I was always able to get things like, big screen TVs and laptops, so it's kind of like a comfort zone, something I was always used because I worked hard for it. When you work hard, you put the time, energy in it, and you're going to be successful. And I'm always a dedicated guy. The same way I got these two systems. If something needs to be done, I'm on it all day, every day until it gets done. You can ask my wife. She knows I be calling these places, this and that. If something's wrong, I be on it all day. We have a situation. If we have a situation, let's just say if it's with unemployment, I'm on the phone, all day, calling them 20 times, 60 times just to get through. And I don't stop until I get through, because the more you keep trying, the more successful you're going to be. And you have to keep working at things to be successful. That goes with life in general. Never stop, never quit. The minute you quit, you're never going to give you a chance to be successful. So for all of you guys, if you're looking for not even just a video game system, or if you just want to do anything in life, keep at it. Do not give up, and keep working hard at it. Me personally, I got a Nintendo Switch. Everybody that games has a Nintendo Switch. It's like a little baby. It's like a portable baby, for electronics. It's like a cool gadget to have. But I'm not a Nintendo Switch guy 100%. I'm more of a video gamer with the big screen TVs, the 4K stuff. I like the next gen systems, and man, wait till my son gets a hold of these next gen systems. He's going to love it. The way they look, these games are awesome. But PlayStation is where it's at. They got all the exclusive games. Okay. At least PlayStation has like a variety of games to pick from. Xbox is just like, okay, if you just like commercialized games, then Xbox is good for you. But I want a gaming system where I have choice of every game. And you can't tell me, oh, this game is not available on PlayStation 5. Because 9 out of 10 times, the game is on PlayStation 5, but it's not on Xbox. All these good games are on PlayStation. And Xbox got literally nothing but the same games that they had on Xbox One, which is by far one of the biggest collabs. I don't know why Xbox continues to sell out. I'm surprised. Xbox either got a lot of loyal fans or people that just don't know about gaming too much, but I wouldn't be surprised if Xbox goes under because of this COVID-19. They could very well go under from a lack of sales and the fact that this system already lost to PlayStation 5. You could tell by the demand. People want a PlayStation 5, but nobody wants an Xbox Series X. Xbox Series X is like, the old, the odd person in the family that just doesn't belong here, that nobody wants in the family. That's the PlayStation, how the PlayStation 5 treats the Xbox. The most beloved system is Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5. Anything outside of that, nobody wants an Xbox. And some people get an Xbox, it's just sitting in the box. My friend said he has an Xbox, it sits in the box, don't even play it. Now, me being an older person, I don't need two systems. I really don't need two video game systems. I'm thinking about the consequences of it. Why do I need two systems for? I need one of everything. One TV, one video game system, one main laptop, one main tablet, whatever. That's it. I don't need a barrage of a bunch of items. So, that's how I'm going to go about doing my things right now. But anyway, Capital P is out. Peace. And I hope you guys enjoy your next gen system if you got one. Peace.